Let's see who's first in the live stream today. Let's see if I get someone in here before I can share it to Twitter. Let's see. It's been so long I don't remember how to do this. Oh, come on. My phone's giving me fits right now. Let's see. Right as I went to go click, something else popped up in the way. Oh, hey Paul, how's it going, man? Oh my god, such a long day not streaming yesterday. Oh, yeah, in fact, I hardly even looked at the market yesterday. I spent most of the day just on the couch trying to sleep, trying to not have to run to the bathroom every couple minutes. Just was not a fun day. Anyone thinking about food poisoning, I definitely do not recommend it. It is not that you have a choice, but that has to be one of the least favorite things that I've ever experienced. Still recovering from it, but just got to take it slowly. But yeah, I'm definitely doing a lot better than I was yesterday. Yesterday was not any fun. Hey Danelle, welcome to the live stream. So yeah, super red day in the market. Was looking at it and saw, I mentioned in Clay's stream that, the whole market was taking a nosedive, and that was right during this downward run. We're on the 5 minute right there. Let's bounce over to the 1 minute. Yeah, during that downward slope, and that you can see, it looked like that was pretty much standard across all the major indices. Let's see, where do we go? Okay. There we go. We'll pull back to there. Yeah, there's the SPY. We're going to look at the regular three here. The SPY, the Qs, there's that same little pullback, and then the Russell. Yeah, it happened to all of them there, so no real big deal today. Sounds like some people in chat are getting kind of feisty with their call options they're doing. It was Devil's Advocate saying he was playing some puts on PROG. I hope those work out for him. It just goes to show there. Just because the stock's going down doesn't mean you sit back and don't do anything. There's still opportunity to make money in the on the low side. Can you believe that bot attack that was going on at the end? That was crazy. Especially, he turned on subscriber mode and bots were still rolling in. It's like, wish I could get that kind of bot action. Pick up free subscribers off of bots. So yeah, there's that $1.80. What were we set up there for? I think we set the $1.80 just kind of off of a new line for PROG, and PROG getting pushed back down through it. More downward price action. Which that just means more buying opportunities. And chances are you'll hear my puppies downstairs. So what's everyone else up to? Everyone looking forward to the end of the month? All the excitement people have been saying about about the anniversary of the button slipping away. the more popular you get, the more people are going to come after you. Oh, I have no problem with that. They can all come. I'd gladly take 400,000 or 500,000 of them in here coming after me. No problem at all. I'd just be smiling the whole time. So Paul, have you been streaming lately? I know I really haven't jumped on much. I don't know. Not sure the last time I saw one of your streams come up. Yeah, looks like you streamed a bit last week, but nothing since. I do like getting the notifications for other YouTubers that we we had two people come up in Claybro stream, and they're asking for subscribers, and it's like, yeah, I sub to them, and it's like, hey, return the favor, sub back, and they don't want to sub, and it's like, all right, well, you can't. Don't pop in on someone's stream and ask to looking for subscribers, and you don't come back and subscribe back to people who support you. At least spammers didn't follow from Claybros. Yeah, I would do an emergency wrenching if a bunch of them came in here all of a sudden. Yeah, I would. There'd be some emergency wrenching going on the people that I know. Now, Moji, is this your first time in the stream today? Not sure if I remember seeing you in here before. Hey Keith, how's it going? Well, I ate lunch probably about an hour and a half ago, and it's settling pretty good. So it's settling pretty good. Still not feeling 100%, but I am so much. Yesterday, there's no way I would have even dreamed of turning my camera on. But I didn't even have my computer on. I just kind of was had my phone in my lap, and was just watching the stream, and just. In fact, it's actually part of the reason why on what was that, Tuesday? I can't remember what day it was. I think it was it would have been Tuesday night. I was looking to stream longer, but I wrapped it up just because I wasn't feeling well, and it was the onset of it was the onset of food poisoning kicking in, and all that night, all the way into Wednesday morning, I got a 20-minute nap in and probably about a 30-minute nap in. Hey, DD214, welcome, man. But yeah, I got less than an hour sleep on Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, and still was struggling throughout yesterday to get some rest. But yeah, definitely feeling a lot better. I will give a shout out. I've been chugging down some body armor. I'll empty a body armor, and before I grab another body armor, I'll go fill the one that I just finished up. I'll fill that with water, and I've been munching saltines all the time. Yeah, Moji, I try to at least get a midday stream in every day. Sometimes depending upon the market, or if I miss the midday, I'll do an aftermarket stream, which is usually about 5:10, 5:15 Central Time. I get off work at 5 Central, which is an hour after Claybro wraps up. But yeah, it's just, it's an open Q&A for the most part. A lot of it is centered around options trading, but we talk about everything. It's Tuesday we were talking about long-term investment portfolios for people. There's some people setting them up for their kids and grandkids, so just a general market overview, and open to questions on all aspects of the market. Was that pop or soda we saw? No, that was this one is currently water. It's body armor. It's coconut water based electrolyte. Basically, it's like Gatorade but made with coconut water. And then I got this one that is actually the product. The other one's got water in it right now, but. Any thoughts? Bed Bath & Beyond? Yeah, we look at Bed Bath Beyond. I think that's what that is. BBBY. Yeah, Bed Bath. Whoa. Oh, Bed Bath and Beyond. That's on the 30-minute. They're having a very good day. Uh, right now, this could be a little chasey. It just depends how much further it runs. I would, we're all just friends in here hanging out. None of this is ever any kind of financial advice, but I'd be looking to possibly see if there's a little bit of a pullback. It is coming down a little bit. How far out? Okay, we are on the 1 minute. Yeah, Bed Bath Beyond just looking like a rocket ship. I'd be afraid of trying to catch the tail myself, but if it pulls back, of course, if you look higher low, higher low. If we pull back at a little bit of a higher low, it might ramp up again. But if you look at the RSI, we are a little bit into the overbought territory. Coming off this 1583 that was overbought, and that looked to be about the highest. Just about the highest overbought. This huge spike, which was a massive candle, we're looking at 173,000 volume. So yeah, you see it really, really ticking into the overbought territory, and it is settling down a little bit. So I would definitely be see how much divergence you can get going on, and look and see if it pulls back maybe RSI down to about the 50 range. Look for RSI to pull back to 50, and if it starts to run again, that's the way I would play it. RSI tags 50 with a little bit of divergence on the MACD, and as it tightens up, look for it to run. That's about, if I was going to play it, that is what I'd be looking for. Are you holding PROG? Yes, I am holding PROG. In fact, I've actually got my average marked out on the screen. Let's pull back up to the 5 minute. Oh, 5 minute doesn't want to cooperate. Let's pull back to the 30 minute. So PROG, I had it set up as a multi-zone for swing trading, and it just has not been playing good on the swing trading here. But as you can see, we've got a couple different lines in here. The red is the super discount line. We did have the discount line below 225, but we ended up reestablishing $1.80 as a super discount, which we have punched through. So every time it runs a little bit lower, it keeps getting more to discount, and just waiting for the news that's going to set it higher. I do not. I used to do options on PROG. I do not do options anymore, just because I'd gotten burned on some calls that just weren't getting supported. But the gold line right here, the 264, that is actually my average on PROG. So let's pull back through, see what I've missed here. Okay, we looked at Bed Bath Beyond. Simon, I'm feeling better. Not 100%. Still got a little bit of it hanging on, but I'm doing a lot better. Well enough to stream. So feeling kind of crummy. Worked 20 hours yesterday overtime. The Cerveza is crazy right now. Yeah, Cerveza is crazy right now. You can have any beer you want as long as it's a Cerveza. For all the Fast and Furious peeps out there. Trapper, welcome, man. No problem with hanging out, listening in the background. Where do you see mana going? Rather disappointed with mana and sand right now. That's the way the ball bounces. Move on to the current market. Mana, is that a crypto? Is this it? Okay, yeah, it looks like it is a crypto. So, Simon, any new updates on you currently? Because I know you were under the weather a bit there. Oh yeah, DG214 asking the same thing. How you feeling, Mr. Simon? Wanted to ask yesterday, but didn't want to be bugging. Didn't have any severe symptoms. Yeah, just a couple days of fever. Yeah, 'cause I remember you mentioning that before here on the stream, Simon. Glad you're feeling better, man. I want everybody needs to be feeling better. So looking, yeah, I'm not familiar with Madison. I'm just kind of having a look here. Looks like just under $3. Decentraland. Metaver. Moji, is this? Are you talking this Decentraland? That this is what they're talking about with the metaverse? Because I haven't been keeping up with the whole metaverse. You know, buying land and buying stuff in the metaverse, and I have not been keeping up with that. I'm still trying to figure out the whole NFT type stuff. I'm doing pretty good on crypto, but NFTs and all this metaverse stuff, I'm not. I'm not up to date on any of it. I'm old. It's slow going. So let's log in. Oh wow, everything. Yeah, total. It looks like the major indices are catching a little bit of support, but all my most of my big hitters are down right now. A little bit of a pullback on Ford. Let's see. Where is the AM? Oh. Still trying to get used to it. There we go. Okay, so yeah, Ford did have a run up. I think they were saying that you have to go back to the '90s before till you see this kind of price action, or 2002. I know it's been quite a while since Ford's been this high. Uh, I would have to scroll way, 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 way down to even get close to where my average is on Ford. I think my average, yeah, my average on Ford is 1248. So I'm almost doubled up on my Ford position right now since I got in. Actually, total return 103%. Yes, I have Sandbox as well, gaming with, I figured. What is oh, is that sand uh, that you asked about? Is that another one? What's Sandstorm Gold? Sandstream. Let me look back up through here, see what we're. Sandbox still okay. Sandbox must not be on Weeble. Okay, we'll bounce back over to AMC here. So yeah, looks like we did catch a little bit. Of course, we had an early day run up till 10. Steady pullback. I wish we could get the recapture on the Frank line. There at the 2250. We're still well clear of the Clay line, which is the 2080 mark. Coming up on halfway across it though, but just looking for some support to step in. And of course, everyone's talking about the January monthlies, talking about the anniversary dates, and a catalyst like that, something like that popping off can be good for short term, but I don't, it would be a lot better to see consistent buying pressure stepping in. Hey, NamDBot, how's it going, NamDBot? Hey, Poribot, welcome, Poribot. Yes, I will welcome the obvious bots to the chat. But yeah, so AMC, it is looking to almost be channel bound. It's almost like the original $26 mark, because we had a 26 to 28 spread that we were looking at before for when the bull put side of the house would open up. And we never really did get back up to recapture that 26. So we're holding lower levels. Oh, on Gemini? Okay. Yeah, so for wallets, the only crypto wallet that I actually hold is BlockFi, but I'm debating getting into some other wallets just to kind of give me more choices as far as what I can do in the crypto market. So I was kicking around Gemini's one, Coin Wallet. I think there were like two or three that I was looking at. They're all pretty much free to join, to sign up for. But yeah, so on the option side of the house, any rapid turnaround on covered calls? Those are kind of dangerous. 23. When was when we were last at 23? I almost think it was today. So I'm going to pull up the 1 minute. Yes, for AMC for the covered calls. Oh. Get it back over to just showing the day. So for I know Moji, you're new to the stream. I don't know if there are any other new listeners. So the CFV channel, that's the Carbon Fiber Viper, and it was just I was playing around with option strategies, and it was based on playing both options on the high end and on the low end, mainly for AMC, and it revolved around doing covered calls that were about $5 to $6 above the current price for a week out, and bull put spreads for the same time period with about the same buffer underneath. That's why I was jumping over the option chain. I was just kind of looking to see, what kind of premiums. We got the January monthlies coming up. Oh, I see Simon rocking the wrench there. Imagine buying puts on Hood using the Hood app. Yeah, that would be wonderful. So looking towards the end of next week, there are some good ranges. If I decide I'm going to open covered calls up, the 26 $26 strike price, those are actually looking really good, because if you look at the 25 on the call side of the house, we're just shy of 11,000 contracts open right now. So that is a nice buffer, because when you look, you've got almost double the contracts when you go from 26 to 25, or you've got more than double. So that is a nice hard line of resistance that if we did get a run, it would be hard to punch through. And looking at it, collecting $39 of premium, y'all know me, I like to quarter up. Well, quartering up puts us all the way up to the $28 strike price for 24. But with that kind of a hard line at 12,000 contracts, that might be feasible to go in and try and get some good premiums. Yeah, it's almost $40 of premium per contract. And of course, y'all know me. If I jumped in on these, I would have a stop loss set just to give myself protection against a run. But yeah, those the $26 covered calls are not looking that bad for AMC right now. So let's flip it on the low side. Take a look at those bull put spreads, which if you're on Webull, it is listed as the vertical, and you'd be looking at vertical puts. And those 1920s aren't looking that bad as long as that 2080 continues to hold up as support. The 2080, it'd be a little bit too risky, knowing that we have ran down in the past couple of weeks and touched that 2080. It would be a little bit riskier doing the 2021s. So yeah, it looks like AMC, granted it's low, but it is picking up a little bit of stability. The downward pushes, of course, aren't good. Imagine buying. Oh yeah, I read that one. Right, I'm thinking read their CFO sold hood shares. New to all this, still learning, reading white pages, flying by the seat of my pants, need to get educated. Yeah, that's Mo Claybrow's channel and this channel are definitely good. Definitely good for learning. Even if it's the same information I've gone over before, if people are wanting to learn, I'll go over the same information. Doesn't matter if I'm doing, doesn't matter if it's an everyday thing. If there are new people coming in who have questions about the market, I'll certainly try to answer them as best I can. And pretty much all I ask in return is just smash that like button if you like the channel and everything. Hit the subscribe button. Maybe if you know people are interested in the market, share the channel with them. They might have been thinking about investing and never knew where to get into it, and that's everybody started at some point. So if we all work together, make the community in general a more educated and more savvy trading community. And not just trading, but also long-term investments. Let's see. Do we have any other stocks doing interesting things right now? I like interesting stocks. Doesn't matter whether they're interesting up or interesting down. Because like I said, there's a potential to make money whether the stock market goes up or goes down. Looks for the most part like a lot of companies are following the same trend, and the trends they're following are based off the major indices. Iron Mountain's got a weird little pullback. Hey Toad, welcome to the chat. No, it is not gin. I'm switching up between body armor and water in a body armor bottle. So Iron Mountain has had a little bit of a pullback today. Oh, yeah. Really, really choppy early in the day here. Nice little run up, pullback run up. Looked like it was set to go on a little bit of a tear, but at some point it just I think this candle right here, 48,000 volume, kind of came out and kind of broke the rhythm it was getting in. It did start to move back up again, but another push down, nowhere near as much volume. Ran up and 2 hard hits and a pullback ever since those 2 hits right there. What do we got? Just shy of 23,000 and steady hand. And 24,500 was enough to break the rest of the upward momentum, and it's been pulling back ever since. How is Hood looking? People asking about Hood. It's all bad in the hood. Oh, look at that absolutely amazing uneventful day. Just a huge smackdown coming out the gate. Downward pressure, downward pressure, downward pressure. 22,000 volume. They've got high volume. It's just going the wrong direction for them. Let's pull back out to the 30-minute. See if we can see anything on... Because puts on Hood, granted they are near the all-time low. Lawsuits could be a good catalyst, though, for another downward push. So with that in mind, let's check the options chain out. We're going to want single option puts on Hood, and let's go February monthlies. Now, see, the thing is, so when it comes to options, for those who haven't heard my spiel before, When it comes to options, when you're buying, time works against you. When you're selling, time is your friend, and that's why I like to sell. I always prefer selling when it comes to options, just because if the stock's doing nothing, the longer I hold my options, the more value they gain. When you're buying, that time, there's a reason why they refer to a sideways day as a theta burn, because you're losing value. Just by holding the contract, you're losing value over time. Doesn't matter if anything else changes, time is working against you. So yeah, usually when I'm on the buying side, I usually like to push a little bit further out to give myself time to be right. And looking at it, yeah, it is still not favorable. $15 on the $10 strike price, losing deltas at 6, gammas at 2, theta not even losing $1 a day. So yeah, if I was going to enter in puts here, I would get these for February monthlies, and based on theta, I would probably hold them for maybe 4 or 5 days, just to see it, just to see if I was right about them. If it dips down, when you look at it, so 4 or 5 days would give you right about $5 worth of theta loss, but $1 in share price gives you a $6 change in value there. So basically, what I'm looking at is the time period I would hold would be based on how long my theta burn would be as compared to how much $1 of delta would be. So I know I've gone through and looked at things and said, yeah, I'd hold these about 4 days. I'd hold this maybe about a week and a half. Maybe hold it 10 days. That's kind of the thinking that I look at. Is I look to see, and theta does increase the closer you get to expiration. But I'd kind of look to see how much theta I would lose compared to how much delta I could gain in that time period. So that's all that is. When I say that, I'd hold these for about 4 or 5 days. I'm just looking at, over time, how much value am I going to lose as compared to how much I could gain on a dollar movement. Citadel accepting outside investment, a way for them to raise money for upcoming MOAS. I don't know. I know Citadel was at a $1.15 billion deal they made with Sequoia and another company, and Melvin Capital. Melvin Capital got caught up in all this, and they got caught up hard. And I almost wonder if the larger hedgies out there, and mainly Citadel, if they might be lining up competitors to absorb them or to get them out of the way. Because we know that between Citadel and Virtu, there's essentially a duopoly in the market. We know they are the two largest. Citadel alone makes up like 50% of the market. So it just, I'm wondering, are they trying to absorb other companies or just trying to get other companies out of the way? Well, old school nerd premiering kill switch engage. Oh, okay, cool. Let me turn my TV down just a bit, just so my computer notifications, so I don't get silenced. But yeah, I'm not, yeah, I don't know what Citadel's going at with that. If they're just looking for fall guys, potentially. Now, this is going to be quite a stretch, guys. This is all, and I'm just thinking about it now. So it's not like, like I said, 95% of this is all unscripted. So this is me flying by the seat of my pants here. It is possible that they could be getting some of these smaller companies out there. They might be getting them set up to take the first hit triggers of the MOAS, and they're hoping, if Citadel is the largest shorter, we don't know who's short for how much, but it's possible if they're the majority shorter, they might be trying to get littler companies to take the brunt of the MOAS. being that these other companies would end up closing their positions, cause the price run up, get a whole bunch of people to go ahead and execute their profit taking. Paper hands are going to see a price run up during the MOAS, and they're going to be the first to abandon ship. I see them stepping out fairly quickly. So if they get one of these smaller companies to take that initial hit for them, and then a whole bunch of people get out, and all of a sudden there are a whole lot more shares freed up in the market, and once there's more liquidity in the market, once there are more shares available, the cost to borrow will come down. So they could be lining up other companies to take the hit for them, and this is all speculation, but that way when it comes time for them to cover, it's a more favorable market in general, just because there will be less people holding. So yeah, there's kind of a weird spitball, to take your spaghetti, throw it against the wall, and see if anything sticks. And like I said, I just thought about that right now. It's like, why would they be? What could be their end game of getting all these, getting smaller companies involved? And it's like, hey, wait a minute, this is crazy, but it's within the realm of possibility. So yeah, that was kind of a fun little thought experiment there. Toad, thank you so much for that. That was fun. I like stuff like that. I like being able to just come out and like I said, it's all speculation. There's no DD behind it. It's just like, what can my crazy mind come up with sitting here hanging out with my friends? That's why this is not financial advice. This is all just a bunch of friends hanging out. The guy, Al from Boston, uploaded a video with all institutions shorting AMC. There were like 30 more. Citadel was third institution with the highest short. Hey, Outdoor Smile, welcome to the live stream, man. Now, Simon, was that a confirmed list? I mean, because I'd be interested, because they're not required to record their short positions. That's why when you look at your Ortex data, everything's estimated, because they don't know exactly. They're not required to report those, so getting exact numbers is rather difficult. Yeah, Outdoor Smile, all in. Yeah. See, but yeah, Al from Boston. Let me write that down, and I might have to go check that out, because it's not all spitballing. I crank out some DD, and I do some digging and delving. Al from Boston. Citadel shorts. Numbers. Not pounds, but numbers. Or not hashtags. Not hashtags, not pounds, not octothorpes, even though it is an octothorpe. Yes, recent video, update Monday or Tuesday. Okay. For those of you who don't know, you'll hear it referred to as the number sign, the pound sign, the pound, number, pound, hashtag. It's actually called an octothorpe. That's how much of a nerd I am. I actually know that the hashtag is actually an octothorpe. So let's go in. Al from Boston, AMC. Oh, I think I've seen some of the other. Yeah, he does. I had actually watched one of his videos on Credit Suisse before. So yeah, I have seen his page before. I'm going to go ahead and subscribe real quick, and that way I can just kind of go back later and have a look. But yeah, I've seen some of his stuff before. I just didn't know who he was. But Yeah, I've seen stuff that he's put out before. Just real early on when I was going through and still learning the market. Oh, okay, yep. So Simon has just shared the link for that video in chat. So yeah, definitely people later on if y'all want to go check it out. Has anyone ever ran a Coke vending machine? No, I have never ran a Coke vending machine before. Oh, let's drop down to the 1 minute. AMC's getting a little bit of upward movement here. I saw that on the 5 minute. I'm like, ooh, wait a minute. That's a greenie at the end. Oh, so what is everyone else up to? Looks like it is looking like a really good day. It looks like we got quite a few people hanging out with us today. Definitely awesome having everyone in here. I put money in one and got a Coke. Does that count? Yeah. So yeah, AMC getting a little bit of upward pressure. Anything? PROG. Wow. Look at that. Nice, long, and flat. A little bit of action. Came back up. Nice, long, and flat. Wow. PROG is just no excitement today. I have the perfect spot, but don't know the cost. For Coke vending machine? Yeah, I'm assuming you would just... there's got to be some kind of local distributor who I'm guessing would like rent out the machines or you would lease it or whatnot. And yeah, I have no idea how that would work. In fact, I know I saw a video somebody was talking about. They're talking about different side hustles, things you can do to make more money on the side, and one of them was to have a vending machine, to get vending machines and operate those. So yeah, I have heard about that before, Outdoor Smile. I just don't know, what steps you would have to take to, if you have to buy the machine or if you have to rent the machine or how that works. But yeah, maybe a lease on it. Yeah, that's certainly an interesting thought there. Oh, crypto Doge, what are you doing to me? The top 10 ETFs every investor owns. Do you? Well, I've got some of the better ones. I know he's going to talk about SPY and Q, maybe VNQ and JNK. Those are some of my favorite ETFs. Those are actually that's my core four right there. I don't know if anyone in here does like long-term investing as far as like dividend stocks, ETFs, that type stuff. Anything to make a buck. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all. So I am up on Doge, which is good. Even I'm doing a lot better since I increased my position. I think it was last week. It was either early this week or last week. I took a huge swing at Doge, and it's really paying off right now. Moji, I was gonna say YouTube has videos for everything. Yeah, it's yeah, they do certainly have videos for just about everything. So what's everyone else got going on? Anyone got any interesting positions they want to look at? And Nice on Doge. Yeah, it was right after when Doge dipped down underneath 14 when they broke into the 13 cent range. I jumped in and I ended up getting in, set an order for 14.5 a coin, and basically quadrupled my position on Doge. It looked way too tasty to pass up, and then it turned around, started to run. My opinion, crypto in the long term, all the crypto positions I'm in them long term. I'm just gonna hold and wait because, just as people are intentionally burning wallets, burning coins, there are people accidentally doing it just by losing their information, and it depends on how you're playing crypto. Because if you're sitting there, especially if you're using something that has gas fees, which I don't understand. I always hear people talking about how horrible gas fees are. So doing any kind of rapid trading, if I understand it correct, the gas fees like hurt you pretty bad. But like I said, I've got the BlockFi. I've got BlockFi for crypto wallet, and I've got the BlockFi Visa to where I get a percentage back of all purchases as Bitcoin. And I just go through and every once in a while I'll rebalance out that wallet just to get certain cryptos at certain percentage levels of the investment, and all my crypto and my stable coin on that wallet earn me interest. So it's just sitting there gathering huge amounts of interest as compared to sitting in a bank savings account. You got in Toad asking, do you think Meta World will take off or just fade away? How many people we got here who play Fortnite? I've played a couple matches of Fortnite and I did pretty good on it. I did I think it was quads or whatnot. I jumped in quads and was running with a team, and I got killed like right at the end, but my team managed to. I was down, but we killed the other team, and I wasn't dead yet. I got credit for a quad win, and then during the whole the last Star Wars thing where you had the Millennium Falcon hang glider, I did a solo win, and I ended up getting Kylo Ren's lightsaber, and ended up getting a solo win. So I didn't play any more than that. But there are people who go into games like that and they will pay real money for a digital skin. And then you go into Call of Duty and there are people who pay real money for character skins, real money for weapon skins. So the digital world, there are MMOs out there. There are games that, for add-on packs that do absolutely nothing for your stats. All they are cosmetic changes. There are people paying real world money for cosmetic changes. Now, we got games out there, The Sims, where all you do is run around and you get a job and you go about your daily life. And so, yeah, I think things like the meta world have already existed, but this is just a whole new level of an economy on something like that. So I don't think it's going to go away. I don't really understand the draw to it, the appeal of it. It's more of, it doesn't have any physical value to it, but there are people who it could be, like a status symbol to them. What if everybody in this meta world, metaverse, is all driving around in I'm not going to take it. I was going to say a specific car, but so everybody's driving around in Toyota Corollas, and all of a sudden, in this digital world, there is a gold-plated Bugatti Veyron Vitesse SS, a car that I think in the real world costs something like $2.8 million, and all of a sudden, that car is available. They make 10 of that car, and so you get the people who, as a status symbol, like, man, if I'm in this metaverse and I'm one of the 10 people in all the metaverse that are driving around in this super extravagant car that, no real world value to it, but as as kind of a show off kind of status symbol. Hey, I'm one of the 10 people who got this. Yeah, I could see people spending money on that because they do it in all other sorts of video game applications. Simon asking, can you explain delta and theta, simple words? Oh, yeah. Simon, no problem at all. We'll jump right back over. We'll jump over to the option chain here. So, okay, we're far enough away the numbers won't change on me. Well, when we're too close, it'll bounce up and down, and that throws me off when I'm trying to explain stuff. So,
I'm known to be quite vexing. I'm just forewarning.
Hang on, give me a second here, guys. Okay, there we go. So, we're going to go over the basics of the main Greeks. So what you've got is you've got your price on your contract, and okay, we're going to go off the 25. So that if I get messed up, I just know we're going off 25. So you've got calls. Let's go on I like the call side of the house better. Okay, so you go out and you buy your calls for the stock you want, and you pay your 200 because it's dealing with 100 shares. You pay $2.06 per share. $206 is what you pay. Now your delta, that is how much the value of the contract will change if the share price moves by $1. If nothing else changes and all that happens is the share price moves by $1, the value of the contract would go, you would have, you pay $206, the value of the contract would go up by $43 more. So basically, it would turn into, see, it changed again on us. It would, from 206, it would go up to $249. Now, when your theta changes, your theta goes up by your dollar. The next change, and it's fluid as it moves. So it's, as the price moves, these numbers will change. So when you move up by $1, your gamma is how much your theta will change by. So if it jumped up by $1, your next gamma or your next delta would be $4. It would be 0.0474 higher. So you'd basically add your gamma to your delta. So this would turn out to be 0.4789 instead. And these numbers do change as it's going, but you'd basically add your gamma to your delta, and your next gamma would also be changed. Hey, welcome, Russian bot. So that your delta is reflective of the price movement, and as you get your price movement, of your delta, your future delta will change by your gamma. And all theta is in a 24-hour time period. If nothing else in the stock changes, if the share price remains the same, if volatility remains the same, in 24 hours, currently it's at a 204, 24 hours later, you would subtract your theta from it. So 24 hours later, based off time, your contract would be just under $200. And of course, the closer you get to expiration, the higher your theta will get. Your theta does ramp up the closer you get to expiration, and that's why I was saying that when you're buying options, time works against you. When you're selling options, time is on your side. Because when you're buying, you're paying a premium to open a contract. So you either want this to ride to expiration, or if you want to close early and take out profits, you want this number to increase. Because if you pay $204, when you sell it, you want to get more than $204 for it. You would love to get you'd love for it to run up, and all of a sudden it's worth $300. Well, you can sell that contract back, sell to close, and you would bank that profit. Oh my God, Give me a moment, guys. That's like the third different phone in a row here. And that was probably saying about my extended warranty on a car. So yeah, when you're buying, time works against you. Hey, Julia, welcome to the live stream. Hope you're feeling better. Oh yeah, I'm not 100%, but I am feeling better. So, is there someone in chat named Elizabeth I missed? I'm usually pretty good about catching everyone in chat as they come in. So on the opposite side, that's why I always say that I prefer... no, that wasn't Clay calling. I prefer to sell because I like time working for me, not against me. So the same thing, say I wanted to enter in and... no, I would never do it that far out. So say for next week, I wanted to change username. Oh, okay, it's Elizabeth C. Okay. Welcome to the live stream. So if I was so inclined for Friday of next week to sell covered calls, I would go and, for each contract, for each covered call contract I sell, I would collect $38 of premium. Well, if nothing else changes in the, nothing else changes as far as the share price, the volatility, anything like that, 24 hours from now, if I had, sold them at noon, the very next day, my contracts would each be worth $7 less when I went to go buy them back. And when you're selling options, whether you're selling, bull puts, selling covered calls, when you're selling, in order to exit your position, you buy them back. So the lower the value of them, the less it costs you to buy them back to close it. And you want to close it because your shares are locked up at that time. So Simon, was that good, or is there any part you wanted to go more in depth on? Because I'm totally here. I'm totally here hanging out, and if I didn't answer it well enough, or if there's other parts that you'd like a little bit more information, a little bit more detailed explanation on, I'm certainly happy to provide that information. Oh no, Julie, it's all right. It's we're all just kind of hanging out in here, having a good old day. Yeah, no problem, Simon. Yeah, I remember when I first started learning about options, I got myself so confused. Got so confused by a lot of it, and I had to do a whole lot of digging in order to understand some of the nuances of it. Oh, so the main difference, the gamma squeeze would just be as a result of a whole bunch of contracts being in the money, and them being contracts that weren't that the hedge funds did not hedge for. If they weren't positions. Hey, no problem, Paul. We'll catch you later. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, actually, I clicked the screen. So, if there's a huge run up, or even an unexpected run up, and a whole bunch of contracts end up in the money, and the hedge funds weren't set for them, it could create a period of fail to delivers, or it could cause them to have to run out and get just enough to cover the positions that weren't hedged for. And the main difference is there would only be they would only have to go out and secure for the positions that weren't covered for. During MOAS, that is somebody covers their a portion of or their entire short position, and all of a sudden you see a huge spike in volume, a huge spike in price movement. And then people see that and the FOMO jump on board. Everyone sees the price running and they realize, hey, we want to get in on this. So they basically grab the tail of the rocket taking off, and they're looking to ride the channel up. And as it's building up, more and more excitement's building up, and you end up where it could just be one hedge fund covering. It could be one hedge fund forces others into cover. It could force margin calls. So the MOAS would just be one step on top of another, to where a gamma squeeze. They go out. They realize, okay, we're short this many just from contracts being in the money. We just need to pick up this many. And that's why watching see how many contracts end up in the money at the end of the week. You could potentially see, if they're not exercised, if they're just being profits taken, if it's just money coming in, well, they could flood the market with that money the following week. And that's why after an unexpected run up at the end of the week, lost in space. Yeah. Are you, Mo? Are you lost on the stuff we're talking about, or? But a gamma, the gamma could come about because at the end of the week there are a whole bunch of options that are in the money. The hedge funds have to buy to cover those, otherwise they turn into failed to delivers. And people at the end of the week who got that extra money from contracts, from their contracts being in the money, the next week there could be a little bit of a dip down, and they take their money and buy in. So you have the buying pressure from the hedge funds covering short positions, and you've got the people who got profits from their their contracts being in the money, rolling those back into shares. And what would be really brutal is if you got if 50% of that incoming money from the gamma, if 50% of it went into shares, and if the other 50% they rolled that into call contracts for the following week, that's where you start to get a snowball going. And potentially if you had 2 or 3 gamma squeeze weeks in a row, and not even with that big of price action, but every time it hits a little bit harder. After 2 or 3 weeks of that, you could end up with with a recurring gamma squeeze causing a MOAS. And that is all speculation, but the numbers could support getting 2 or 3 gamma squeezes in a row on options contracts, pushing the MOAS into happening. I was trying to use words there, and I stopped halfway through, and they didn't want to work for me. Trapper saying good stuff. Yeah, not a problem, man. It's and of course, if I'm wrong on anything, I definitely do not have a problem with anyone. I don't have a problem with people correcting me, because I'm not perfect or anything like that. Oh, we got here. Oh, one of the kids at work sending out a group message. Did initial FOMO on Shiba Inu learn my lesson? MOAS. Outdoor Smile, yes, it could be. Gamma squeezes could be a lead up to a MOAS, but you gotta have sustained pressure, because we've all seen we can get that upward push going, but if it's not sustained, they'll just reopen. They'll kick some short positions to drag it back down. We've seen $5 million borrows just to try and shove us down and break momentum. Frank, this is great stuff. Absorbing. Yeah, this is what I tried to have the stream be. Just get out as much information to the community as possible. my initial buy-in on Shib, I got in at, I think it was 50.7. So I've been in. I actually got in Shib the week that Webull listed it, when it was down in the 700 point range, and now we're sitting, what are we at right now? We're at 2,900 right now. We're just shy of 3,000. So yeah, I've been in it since the $600-700 range, or 607 point range. Hey, Russian bot, thank you for popping into chat. Same bot? Oh, well, why can't that same bot bring his friends with? This ain't like Warlow's Cantina in the original Star Wars. We serve their kind here. Is Vorong spiking? Yeah. Let's see. Just kind of looking up, making sure I didn't miss anything on the chat. I like to go back through the chat, make sure I don't miss stuff. Okay. Oh, okay. I think let me go back through here, and I think I'll have another one for Toad. I think Toad. I think we could see a cent on Shib maybe in about 2 or 3 years. Emoji, 4-letter word work. Yeah. Flicking through. That's my face when partaking in a fine 420. Yeah. No way Shib ever at a penny. I think part of what a lot of people look to the burn for getting value into Shib, but I think as far as crypto in general, it all depends on how well it holds up against inflation and interest, and that's why a lot of stuff going on in DC, affects crypto so much. So I think between the burns and between possible price adjustments on the regular market, that cryptocurrency could gain a lot of value in that time. Crypto could almost be the same type of hedge like you see people shoring up their account by getting bonds. They're kind of similar in the way, just where I don't want to, there's no real direct comparison, but just that people may use it as a way to hold cash against an guys, this is an interesting one to try and say, a way for you to hold money in a savings account that is not a centralized bank savings account. That's about the best way I could explain it. People may end up storing their cash in crypto against a standard market crash or correction, and bring it out of crypto when the market's starting to recover. That they may use crypto to hold their money's value while the dollar slips down or while the market slips down, and as soon as the market slips, they come back out of crypto to buy the full market dip. That's what I'm trying to say. Just kind of a way to have their money set off to the side. Just gonna set it and forget it. Sold 100 million at 33. Do you think hedge funds own a lot of crypto? Yeah, I think quite a bit of crypto could be wrapped up in hedge funds, just for the same purpose. On any kind of fall, there's always a talk about decentralized markets. If you can have something away from the standard market that will hold its value while the rest of the market's going crazy is the same thing. They could have it set aside as a rainy day fund. And especially if they're getting cryptos that generate their own revenue on the side. Like I mentioned before, I've got my BlockFi wallet. Well, every crypto in there, I'm earning interest on. I'm earning interest just to have the crypto sit there, and I'm earning, I think that the worst crypto that I've got earns 3.5%. When banks are paying 0.06%, where would you rather have your money? Would you rather have it? The last dividends I got from my credit union, I think I got 6 cents worth of dividend. Well, I've got an $8 stock that makes me 6 cents a dividend a month per share. So I mean, it's just where do you want to have your money sitting? Do you want to have it sitting somewhere where it's not making you money, or sitting somewhere where you just set it and come back and look at it and realized, oh, I made a bunch of money here while I wasn't doing anything. Everyone says '08 crash is coming again. Do you agree? The actual crash, I don't believe so. Because one thing we've seen during the period of this unpleasantness was the Fed coming out, kicking out bonds to shore up. And we did see not really mini corrections, but we did see the market react both positively and negatively during that time period. But I think that the Fed might have actually gotten better at shoring up the economy against huge swings. I mean, yeah, of course, if you go back to the unpleasantness of March 2020, you see the entire market just get beaten down. Now, as fears subsided, we did see the market come back up, but a lot of that was because of certain actions being taken by the Fed. And I think they might actually, as bad as everything is, that might have been a good little test run on if a market crash is coming, they could potentially turn a crash into a correction. Just to where the market still takes a downward turn, but it's nowhere near as brutal, it's nowhere near as long, and if they're planning, if they have a plan in place for it, and if the market is accepting of a recovery program like we saw, it is potential that the correction could be a very fast bounce back to where there could be a couple day, maybe a 2-week period where the market turns down, it turns into a great buying opportunity, and the market bounces after that. And that's the same thing. We got to see, everyone losing their minds over the tapering of the bonds. The tapering of the bonds was something that wasn't going to be lasting forever. Yes, we are at the worst inflationary period since 1982. Interest, we got to see whether the interest is going to be hawk or dovish. Just seeing how everything's reacting with interest. And we just got to see if there's a little bit of, with the tapering of the bonds, we could see a step backward in inflation. So those would be things that I would look for. But I still think market corrections happen. And we don't know how far out till the next market correction. But I do think that March 2020 did buy us more time till our next correction. I concur with you, Moji, in that I don't talk politics. Do you have a different account for? Oh, that's towards them. But yeah, and here's the thing: if you are in larger positions, and if you think that a correction or a crash is on the rise, that's where, if you've got certain positions, if you got positions that would be better protected by getting puts, that is something you might have to look at in the future. Is protect your portfolio by getting puts further out, and hope you never need them. If you get protective puts and all of a sudden the market takes a nosedive on you, like a serious nosedive, into the range as a correction, then those puts will definitely help you preserve a lot of capital. And that's also where part of your trading plan, look towards sectors that do better during a pullback, whether it's a crash or a correction. Look to see, when you're doing your homework on stocks, okay, what holds up best against what type of downturn market. And that's why a lot of times when people are setting up the core part of their investment, they've got their value and their growth stocks, but it's also wise to have an ETF that handles bonds and another ETF that handles real estate, because that way you're covering three different major sectors of the market between bonds, real estate, and the market in general. And that's why the core four on mine. That's the Q, the SPY, the VNQ, and JNK. I run those as the core part of my long-term investment because between the four of them, depending on what happens to the market, at least one or two of them should hold up pretty well against it. Oh my goodness, I did not realize it, but at some point during this stream, we hit double-digit viewers for the first time ever. That is absolutely awesome. Y'all are that wonderful. That's how wonderful this community is. Here we are. We got a fairly new YouTube channel. I've only been around for like 2 months now only, and we're hitting double-digit viewers on a live stream on a red day. A red day in the market, and we're hitting double-digit live stream. Y'all are just that awesome. I have done far better in real estate than any market could approve me. Last 10 years, I tripled my assets, not bragging. Just gambling. Outdoor Smile saying 12 or 13 when he came in. Yeah, that's... Love to see that. Love to see this many people in here, especially that we're getting new people in here. It's like that's how channels grow. New people coming in, liking what they see, word of mouth. But yeah, Moji, that's that. In fact, let's pull it up and have a look. Chart VNQ. I use Vanguard for my real estate, and we're gonna pull back because I like to. As you can see, I had this charted out, looking from the May-June time period for when we started to come out of that unpleasantness. So this is that great upward movement. This is what real estate can do for you. And even with the pullback we've seen in the whole market, now this trend line that I got on here, this isn't that old. It's maybe only about 2 weeks old. I can't remember when I went through and set this all up, but as you see, for the most part, it's been a nice upward channel the whole way. And as long as it continues to hold that kind of upward movement, so we got that. Let's go over. We'll check the bond side of the house, which I use Barclays for. And looking, so got beat down majorly, came back up. Where is May? May is there's May. End of May had a run up, got up to pretty sustainable levels. And this Bloomberg here, this is bonds that pay a monthly dividend out. I believe it's monthly on them. Let me just confirm real quick. ANK dividend. Yeah, this is a monthly dividend, and their last dividend payment was over 38 cents per share, which isn't that bad considering you're looking at $100 share price roughly. But yeah, This is what bonds are supposed to do. Now, granted, you always like to, you'd like your bonds to go up and gain value, but because I'm drawing, because you're drawing dividends off this and monthly dividends at that, to see it just trading nice and sideways, not a lot of volatility. It stays nice and stable. We did see, here we are after Thanksgiving, the pullback that the whole market saw. In fact, let's see, let's pull in, and how far do we have to go to? September. Oh, there it is. So it dropped down from $1.950 down to $1.650. $3 movement over the entire month. Moving back upward, when you look when you zoom in, it does look rather chaotic. But when you look at it, and the thing about bonds is long-term investments. This is not, I'm not using bonds to try to get rich quick. This is a long-term sustainable investment. So as long as I'm not seeing any huge movements, and looking at it, we're only looking about 5% total movement over a month or two period. This is the stability that you would be looking for. Looking for stability in bonds, stability in real estate. If there's going to be a market crash or correction, you want stability on your side. That's why it never hurts to, from one friend to another, it never hurts to, having multiple baskets, not just the one basket for your eggs. Okay, so AMC. I'm down with AMC. Yeah, you know me. Down with AMC. Where's AMC? Where's PROG? PROG just so flat today. Flat after a push down. That just, yeah. PROG's not friendly today. Unless you're selling options, PROG is not your friend today. Still holding under 30 on, or under 3,000 on Shib. What is this line? Oh, I think I'd done some charting on Shib before, and this 30 line was important. Hey, Grains, how's it going, man? Welcome to the live stream. I was looking at 3,000 on Shib for something. I think I was going off this. Looking at the previous run up. It might have been looking at the top of that. Who knows what I was thinking day to day? Jumping over. Okay, I think that's a different bot now. Or is that the same bot? Yeah, that's a different bot. Okay. Thank you, new bot. And there's Simon with the Rich. Oh. So what is everybody up to today? Oh. Who got a guy? Are you talking about Grains? Working right now. Just got a quesadilla. Oh. Oh, Liverpool playing Arsenal to. I like how you type that. So I'm Ugandan Toad. I guess I know who you're cheering for in that. Oh, you're Chelsea. Okay. I'm a Newcastle fan myself. When it comes to soccer over in England, I cheer for Newcastle. Yeah, Liverpool should smoke them. Actually, looking at it right now. Yeah, I don't understand all of soccer, but I do. I do enjoy working it just or watching it just to watch when I watch it, but I don't. I haven't watched it forever. Okay, Danelle, you have yourself a good day. We'll catch you later. Maybe catch you over on Clay Bros. Who is the best Formula One guy to add to my card collection? Uh, are you talking greatest active driver, best active driver, or best driver ever? Go Liverpool. I don't see much long-term movement with Shib. Robinhood listing, but sure will help. Landed some more AMC. Got my diamond hands ready. Q1 next week. Let's go. Still waiting on Outdoor Smile. Best active. Best active driver, of course, Max Verstappen. No question about it. A lot of people will talk about a certain crybaby who's contemplating retirement right now, but the only thing special about him comes from the Mercedes engine department. Up and coming for now. If you're looking for drivers to move up from F2 into F1, Zhou, the Chinese driver, he's pretty decent in F2. Uh, Sundial after him. No, I don't think I'm getting in Sundial. But Zhou would be a good pick coming up from F2. I'm trying to think who else. God, I'd have to look at the F2 roster. Yeah, it looks like Zhou ended up taking third in. Zhou took third in the championship. Dan Ticktum isn't that bad. He ended up finishing. He finished fourth. Looking through. Marcus Armstrong is a little bit underrated right now. He only finished 13th, but he's got the basics to make a really good driver. So I'd maybe look at Marcus Armstrong. I thought there was a Swiss driver. Yeah, I'm looking through. Not really a lot of names from F2 that are sticking out. Yeah, that's pretty much where I would draw the line for guys moving up through the field. Active drivers, you know, Vettel's getting old. Lance Stroll's pretty decent. George Russell, everyone's looking for good things to come from him going to Mercedes. You watching F2? Yeah, it's especially with all the retirements coming, you got to realize in the next few years we're going to be having some great drivers retire, and people have to move up to fill those seats. So yeah, watching where the future drivers for teams coming from, that's part of the sport. How many people watch college football and it's like, oh, I can't, I hope so and so, hopefully, whatever your team is, here in Minnesota, hopefully the Vikings draft this guy. We need a good running back. Hopefully we draft this guy. It's the same thing. You watch college sports to see who's going to move up and take those positions next year. So it's the same thing with motorsports. Like on the NASCAR side of the house, I watch the Cup Series, I watch Xfinity, I watch the Truck Series. I'll even watch some of the Arc Menard Series, like when because Haley Deegan was running in that series, and now she got a full-time ride in the Camping World Truck Series. So she's moving up from the minors into the real sports. Recovering from a long day, taking care of cerveza patients. That's a good start. Yeah. That's hopefully. Now, is this for a game of some kind, or because you're talking about collecting cards of drivers? My prediction is a lot of apes will be dumping into Sundial. No, I actually see a lot of the apes maybe jumping over to the next short squeeze candidates. But yeah, it'd probably be, if you had like a spare $60 or so, grab 100 shares of Sundial just in case you're right. And I have no idea why there's such lag on YouTube. On a slight tangent, is Lance Armstrong good guy or bad guy? He's an arrogant cheat, but raised. I never really got into the whole Tour de France type deal on there. Now here's the thing. There's people always talk about if you're taking like performance enhancing drugs that like there are certain human growth hormones that they'll take that that have been made illegal. Hey, guest name, welcome to the live stream. Formula One graded sports cars. Okay, that's what it is. Certainly, if you can get some rookie cards of the guys I named, if they move up into F1 and grab the rookie cards and keep those in mint condition, yeah, that could definitely be a good investment for the future. But yeah, if you're taking stuff that is directly performance enhancing, but they went after that one girl who tested positive for marinara, and it was like the week after she lost a family member, and you're going to sit there and they're going to try to vilify her. No, that's nothing like Daytona Live. Outdoor Smile. I should try to remember. In the other room, I've got a piece from the last resurfacing at Daytona. I've got a piece of the track for the last. It was probably about 8 or 9 years ago. I think they did a resurfacing, and I got a piece of Daytona. Me too. I like the video where he looked like Master Chief. Oh, you're talking about Lou? I don't think I've ever gone on Lou's channel before. I do like his fundraising for cancer. That was very nice on track piece. Yeah. It was actually either birthday or Christmas present from my dad. He had gotten it for me. In fact, somewhere around here, I've still got. Oh, Trapper. I've got the from the newspaper from when I was over in when I was overseas when Dale Senior was killed. I've still got the newspaper from back then. Yeah, I'm a huge motorsports fan. Doesn't matter whether whether it's ISMA, Formula One, NASCAR, the street bikes. I'm not too big on the dirt bike racing, but the street bikes, I do like watching those. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I didn't even know they had Formula One's the cards for Formula One sports. But yeah, if you get the perfect cut, and like I said, especially on some of the rookie cards, you get a perfect cut, put it in the case, and you maybe if you have a low light area and stuff, but other than that, throw it in a safe and keep it from keep the paper from getting the yellow ink from light. Get the really good cases, the type that you screw shut and they have an air seal on them. I had some cards that I used to keep in those back in the day. Yeah, Isle of Man for the bike racing. I've seen some bad wrecks at Isle of Man. That's no joke. Those guys have to be the best in the world on motorcycles. A real trapper has no boundaries. AMC, there's that 2051 RSI below 30. Just in case y'all wonder, I'm still keeping an eye on the stock out of the corner of my eye while I'm chatting. Oh no, that's 2151. That's $1 underneath that line. I saw the 51. I'm like, okay, yeah, I know where that is. Joyo, welcome to the live stream, man. All right, 214. We'll see you later over on Clay Bros. Thank you for stopping by, hanging out, participating. And if everybody could, hit the like button if you haven't already subscribed yet and you enjoy the content here, definitely hit that subscribe. Everybody's welcome here. We even welcome the bots here. Granted, they get timed out, but they're still welcome here. Yeah, as guest name says, smash the like button. Smash the like button, press it, gently caress it, cup it like you're doing eyelashes. So hopefully AMC is going to catch a little bit of upward pressure here. Last time we dipped down below 30 on the RSI. We had a pretty decent run up going here. What did we have? Go over to this candle. 2160 ran up to, yeah, I had a 50-cent run there roughly. My goodness, it's already 20 till 2 already. I didn't realize it was getting that late already. It's already ready already. Let's take a look at the market as a whole right now. See how everything else is looking. Q's a little bit of a downward run. Russell had an upward channel going earlier in the day. Nice little upward run. Pulling back right now. Spy looks more like. Looks like the Russell's actually holding up better today than the Spy and the Qs are. Look at all that excitement on PROG. Just absolutely glorious, all that excitement. Stand there and watch barcoding for an hour. Jojo is holding with diamond flipping hands. I think it's always good to have see more people holding with diamond hands, and shout out to Jojo, sorry, Joyo. Joyo with their diamond share count. Joyo, what brokerage are you with? Joyo's YOLOs. Outdoor Smile, that would be an incredibly if there could you imagine if there's a hedge fund called Joyo's YOLOs, and they do they're like an ETF that does managed ETF, it does covered calls and whatnot. That'd be kind of a scary one right there. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, I like that too, Grains. That was a quick one on Outdoor Smile. Oh, I got a price movement alert. Oh, just on AMC being down 5%. Yeah, I already knew AMC was down 5%. Thank you. Thank you for the notification. Oh. I don't know about y'all, but after this live stream, when Claybro comes on, I think I'm just gonna putting it on audio and listening to the stream while I not really doze off, but just kind of space out for a while. This food poisoning has been no joke. I can't wait till I'm back up to 100% again. Yeah, I guess name. Thank you much for stopping by. If you gotta bounce and get back to work, not a problem with that. Hope the rest of your day goes good. Wow. Just looking at it today, how far down? I guess it's not that bad. Could always be worse. Oh, yeah, but sorry I wasn't streaming yesterday. It's just yesterday I was totally wiped out. Just being sick, and it was hard enough just focusing on listening to live stream, let alone having to actually conduct one. but hopefully there'll be no more of that. So what does everyone else have planned for the day? I know it's 1:47 here. I know won't be too much longer. Be getting ready for Claybro stream for his afternoon. Looking through the chat, just making sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, okay, East Coast. Yeah, Toad has an unfair advantage being in England. Toad knows what's going to happen before the rest of us do. He's living in the future. I thought about in the future, I might end up doing a pre-market show, which would be perfect for all the viewers in Europe. You know, because with y'all being what 8 hours ahead? Yeah, being 8 hours ahead. Do an AM pre-market kind of maybe hey, here are things you might want to look for, which would certainly help for people that are looking to get into options. You know, market hasn't opened yet, but there's so much volatility at market open the first 15 to 30 minutes. If you've got a couple plans that you're already looking at for options, and if you can jump on those at those huge volatility spikes, that's why you see so much volume. Is it's a lot of day traders getting those initial calls and puts in as soon as the market opens. All the orders that are standing from different brokerages that sometimes you'll enter an order and it'll be like this order will go through as soon as the market opens. Well, that's where a lot of that volatility comes from. That's also why it's good the first bit to sit on your hands if you're unsure about a position, because you kind of want to see which way it's going to go. Any other stocks looking good? Ooh. You've looked nice and steady all throughout the day. Not a lot of volume. Just nice and steady. Preferred brokerage. Well, there is no best brokerage out there. When it comes to charting, there's a reason why we're on Webull. I like the charting on Webull most of all. Now, I may receive a little bit of flack for this. I was not there for the incident of the buy button. And the only reason I picked that one from the start is because it was the only one who recognized my credit union, because you've got to be able to link a bank account, and everybody else uses Plaid. And I was unable. I tried opening. Should join our punk band with all those guitars. The only brokerage I was able to sign up for when I started was Robinhood. And when I got into options trading, they actually, in my opinion, have one of the best options platforms. something in Philadelphia. So yeah, when it comes to, I usually don't discuss brokerages and stuff because some people they just some people hate this brokerage for that or love this brokerage for that. Well, I heard about Public, but unfortunately they don't have options trading. The no payment for order flow, no this, you can turn off share lending, a whole bunch of good things about it. But I do options trading. So for me, I've got to have a platform. And the thing is, on one of the things here on Webull, you cannot customize your option strategies. Any options you do are pre-built. Well, if you're doing any kind of advanced options, like even the condor and the butterfly, iron condor, iron butterfly, those are still fairly static. You can do them on here, but you can't alter your ranges. Sometimes I want to widen the range out because I think there might be a little bit more price movement, but I don't know. I'm expecting it to run up a bit. Well, okay. Well, what if I want to do a broken wing condor? A lot of these things, they're more advanced option strategies built around being able to adjust where everything goes. A lot of brokerages I can't do those on. So that's why that's why I'm on Robinhood. If things change to where Robinhood's going to go out of business, Robinhood does nasty stuff, I've got Fidelity as a backup to where I can basically pick my entire account up and drop it in Fidelity, which is already open and ready to go. We're definitely doing joint live before long, trading and music. Yeah, and those are actually, if you watch my first live streams, you'll notice the guitars in the background were different than as I'm playing them and moving them around, as I grab different guitars to play, the ones you see behind me will end up changing. But yeah, that's so currently that's my the teal one is my Paul Reed Smith, and the black and red one that is BC Rich War Beast Mark III. It's a 7-string drop tuning. That's one of the ones I grab when I'm be playing stuff like Amon Amarth and stuff like that. Stuff where I got to go down to B and A tuning. Me and Joyo have a punk band. Oh, okay. Oh, had a spam wrist block call come through. Called the Degenerates. Okay. Official Liverpool supporters, Philadelphia. Oh, good God, no greens! I can't sing. I would never subject a crowd to my singing, or if you can call it singing. Oh, and it looks like viewership's starting to fall off. I think people are getting ready for Claybro stream. I know that's not too far off here in the future. Yeah, that is a shame about Robinhood. That's you always ooh, I feel a sneeze coming out. Now, see, a lot of people will be on Spotify before long. That's cool. A lot of people, you'll hear a lot of talk in the market about payment for order flow. If you're using limit orders, you're pretty much already accepted of the price that you're getting, and sometimes you do get better fills than your limit order. But if you're using limit orders on all your purchases, you're pretty much saying what price you want it at anyway. So, just like the Superman and hackers and all that type of stuff, that tenth of a cent or hundredth of a cent, if they skim that off to cover their operating cost, I've already, using limit orders, I accept where I'm getting my fill at anyway. So that the buy button thing does worry me. But during the MOAS, I'm not going to be looking to buy anyway. I'm just going to be waiting for my window. The only thing I'll be buying on during the MOAS is after it looks like we're peaked or getting close to peak. I'll be buying put options for the way back down. Just because I want to make money on the stock in both directions. So yeah, I'm going to hold as long as humanly possible to get the best price I can for my shares, and then on the way down I might grab a couple put options just to sweeten the pot a bit at the end. Claybro will be going live again. It should be around 2:30 that he goes live. My band name is the Landscapers. Yeah, that's funny, Paul. Limit orders during MOAS. Yeah, now it all depends how you do it. I want to look into, because depending on how far it starts ripping and how fast it goes, I might end up doing a part of it as trailing orders, to where if it runs up and begins to pull back, that'll trigger my shares to sell. But we're talking, if I'm going to be using trailing orders, our share price better be over $1,000 a share. At $1,000 a share, I'll start setting trailing orders to where 10% pullback, 15% pullback on the share price. It'll trigger a sell for like maybe 10% of the position. And that's just every person's plan. You got to figure your own plan, figure how you want to trade it. But I've already been thinking multiple contingencies on during the MOAS. How am I going to step out of the position? Are you going long on your put options on the way down? That will depend on how fluid the market is and how fast I get the option chains built out. If I can, because I figure the MOAS probably going to last about 3 days, maybe 4 days. When I look at the top tick, I might go 2 weeks out on the puts for the way back down, because I want to make money off them, but I don't want them to be so outrageously priced that people aren't going to be economically, not going to be economically feasible for them to buy the puts off of me. And that's the thing, a lot of people are like, oh, as soon as it runs up, I'm going to buy puts for the way down. Everybody who misses out on the MOAS because they're holding for more, everyone who thinks they're going up to 10,000 and we hit 3,000 and turn around, and then 2,000 and then 1,000, they realize that they missed the MOAS. They're going to be looking for put options to go ahead and try to capitalize as much as they can, and they'll be running cost analysis to see, is it more effective for me to buy puts right now off this person that has them, or should I go ahead and get my shares out right now? So it really does depend on what you're looking for as far as maximizing your downward profit also. I'm expecting halts in order to fill all orders. Oh yeah, well they're on the way up. They're going to be circuit breaker halts the entire way up. It's going to be halt upon halt upon halt. Just going to be. Whoa! Look at that red candle on AMC. What's going on here? That came out of nowhere. I mean, not 181,000 volume only, but that's a big red candle compared to everybody around it. That's the type of candle that stands out to you. Yeah, there are gonna be tons of halts during the MOAS. That's just gonna be part of it. I think Clay said MOAS will be over quick. Not sure on his time frame though. I don't know if Grains. I don't know if it can be stretched out for a week. I'm figuring 3 days, maybe 4 at the most. That's that's just my opinion. It could be over in one day. People who are worried about missing the MOAS because they're away from their computer for 10 minutes, that's not going to happen. The first halt is going to you're gonna hit some of the halts, and that's going to basically slam the door on trading for just a little bit. Contingent on price point and how diamond handsy we are. It'll be the Shiza show, to say the least. Oh yeah, I'm hyped. I'm hyped for the MOAS to be over. And see, I'm not even super greedy like the other people, like some people. You get the people talking 100,000 a share, 500,000 a share. Don't sell till 10,000 a share. Diamond hand it to 10,000. It's like, you know what? For me, 500 a share is life changing money. With where I'm at and with how with how everything is for me, we hit 500 a share, and that is life changing money for me. So that's why I've given the price estimate of $1,748.81. I've given that as a price target, and if it gets up that high, that'll be wonderful. If we break 1,000 a share, that'll be amazing. But it doesn't have to get that high for me. Anything I say is not, grains, that's the way to be. Not That's why this whole channel is not financial advice. It's just a bunch of friends hanging out talking about the stock market. $500 per share will average 10x. Yeah. And each person, going into the MOAS, each person will have to evaluate, what is their life-changing money? What's their end game, and really, how far can they afford to hold? And, there, of course, are going to be paper hands stepping out. That's a given. Paper hands are going to be bailing on the stock. Day traders and swing traders are going to be jumping in at their, day traders and swing traders are probably burning up computers trying to figure out exactly how they want to run through this, how they want it to go. I love the new virtual friends I've made joining the lives. Yeah. Yeah, that 2130, that's but if we zoom down, we still got a little bit of a buffer before that clay line, before the 2080 line. But yeah, we pulled back right about to the 30 on the RSI. Just what a waterfall edge right there. Boom. Oh, what do we got here? Got a notification. Oh, old school nerd. Yeah, I'm looking on here. So, who remembers on Claybro's afternoon there was the scoop on, what's that? The scoop on the U. Dude popped into Claybro's live stream and was like, "Hey, can I get some? Can I get subscribers?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah." Sub back. I just subbed to you. Sub back. And he's like, "Yeah, I got y'all. Haven't seen hide nor hair of the guy." It's like, if you're gonna sit there and try and go through and get subscribers, at least sub back to the people who sub to you. That's just that's poor etiquette there. AMC will be sub 20 soon. Good time for bargain. I'm not sure if we'll punch back through that 2080, or we hit that 2080 exactly twice. I'm just not sure if if we keep tracking downward, it's possible, but nothing is guaranteed. Ready for AMC to drop down to $1 a share. I'll be buying with my diamond hands ready to break phones because I'm tapping the tapping the button to. Yeah, if we drop down into single digits, that'll be single digits on AMC would probably be enough to cause the MOS. And that's one thing that the hedge funds have to be careful in trying to shake, because they know if they drive the price down too fast, they know that they've already seen how much of a buying frenzy we'll jump into. And all of us who are sitting on extra capital or extra positions, that if I've got green positions that I've been holding that I'm up quite a bit on, and I reach the point where, gee, do I want to go ahead and lock in these profits and move over to something that could potentially 10x, 20x, 50x? So yeah, that's they got to be careful how far down they drive us trying to shake paper hands off, because it could backfire and trigger the MOS on them. Well, I wouldn't troll his streams just because that'll give him views and stuff, and all that's going to happen is if he's got mods, you get timed out. But what was dude's name? The Scoop on the U. It appears to be a Miami Hurricanes college football channel. He's got 8,000 subscribers, but yeah, that's just in fact, unsubscribe. It's been almost a day he didn't subscribe back. I'm not. I like Florida Gators anyway. I don't like Miami. Sundial, think it'll go to 15 and 20. Sundial could definitely pick up on if laws are passed and favorable action from Washington D.C. could make Sundial go up. I'd be interested in doing a comparison among all the individual stocks within that sector, and also against the EFT MJ. MJ is the ETF that handles the majority of that sector, and I'd be interested in seeing price action among all of the companies, and it might be worth it in the long term, because I think Sundial's like 50. Last time I saw it was like 58 cents or something like that. Don't ask me how I remember all this stuff. 56.5 cents per share. So that's what I was saying. Could quite easily, if you take take $60, pick up 100 shares, and it runs up to 2025. I am not a fellow Floridian, but I've got family who lives down in Gainesville. Gainesville, Interlachen, Palatka, that whole area. And I mentioned other towns just so you know that I'm not just one of those people who knows that the Gators are in Gainesville. It's like I know some of the other area. I used to live in Augusta, Georgia, and I would drive down to a couple of weekends. I drove down there to, like, for Christmas and long weekends. I drove down there to spend time with the family. And I actually graduated high school over in Mississippi. So I was born in Minnesota, but I grew up down south. So yeah, I'm kind of a southern boy, just a little bit. Yeah. So if you ran out and picked up 100 shares of Sundial, spend less than $60 on it, and then it runs up to $15, $20, that's $1,500 off a less than $60 investment. So yeah, Sundial is definitely one that in the long term I would pick up a couple. I'd pick up a block, and when I say a block, that's just 100 shares. Outdoor Smile, Grains, I'm in the Tampa area. Oh, there's a scam text from AT&T. Your bill has been paid and we have a free gift for you. Yeah, right. I feel sorry for the people who fall for scams like that. You know, telephone scams, text scams, all those type deals. Like, oh, I want a free gift. When you click and all of a sudden your cell phone's being held with ransomware. I would love to be able to track all those people down by IP addresses and find their servers and just melt their servers. You know, have them be out of thousands of dollars of equipment that they use for scamming people. I think that'd be poetic. Oh, how are we doing right now? We are still doing good. Yeah, Florida, especially this time of year when Minnesota's hitting negatives, Florida would just be so wonderful to be in. That honey pot I fell into yesterday is no joke. Love the 813. Oh, the area code. The area code for Florida, 813. Let's see. Just setting some stuff up real quick. Oh, honeypot scam. Now you're referring to honey as in the sweetener made by bees, or are you referring to honey pot as in the marinara industry pot? Or are there bees that make the marinara industry? Is that kind of a honey pot? Oh. So I wonder, how are we... Oh, buying crypto and having your money... yeah, those people are scum of the earth. I'm not... Scammers, I hate scammers. Doesn't matter what the scam is. Oh, we're still on sundial. I was like, oh, AMC. At least AMC was at the same spot on the screen. Yeah, unless I'm doing like anything on an actual brokerage or direct on my own wallet, I'm leery of everything. Everything crypto that is not part of my normal stuff. No, not part of my regular brokerage. Not part of a wallet. Send bad karma. All the scammers. Yeah. Ooh, 8 cents off that bottom. Hey, wrestler, not wrestler. Now we've got an official chat. Welcome. Welcome. You've got eggplant. Question is, do we fall through? Do we fall through the 2080 or do we catch some kind of support? Do we start to run up? Look at that red candle. Wow. What was the volume of that? 440,000 in that minute. Kind of like Bond. It's like wrestler, not wrestler. Hey, Indoor Frown, welcome to the live stream, man. Florida boy. Yeah, seeing a whole lot of new faces, whole lot of new names in the chat today. So I'm wondering, they took SDC, Smile Direct Club. I think that's, yeah, Smile Direct Club. How are they looking? See, I like it when y'all bring new stocks in here. Granted, I recognize quite a few of them. On the 30, wow. No, they, Smile Direct Club, they're a short squeeze candidate also. $2 a share. I like stocks that are nice and low price like that have the potential to rip. That just kind of gives you a, any stock that is a short squeeze candidate that is, $2 to $3 range. Those are, when you can pick up shares that cheap, you can get yourself a couple bricks and then just sit back and wait. And if they run up, it's I wouldn't say quick cash, but just a way to invest just a little bit that isn't going to be missed. That's the thing. You always hear about don't invest money you can't afford to lose. To where if you take a little bit of money and just toss it off, $200 for 100 shares into a company that you can just kind of sit back and wait and see what happens. This live is definitely the hardcore Diamond Hand Squad. Well, yeah, all the best AMC holders are in this chat. This is the exclusive. That's why this is the after party. Anyone can just go to the AMC party, but are you at the after party? I mean, I'm still waiting for the day when Clay shows up in here. He has not stopped by yet, but I know someday he'll come by and hang out with us. Wrestler. Yeah, Julia, Indoor Frown definitely has a good point there. Grains. Grains, didn't you say the same thing to Clay, bro? Yeah, I thought that. Yeah, that's what you were saying. Saying grains. I knew it was. Knew it was something like that. You were haggling him on not really haggling him, but just having fun on his stream. Oh, there it is. While I was not looking, so we did get the punch through on the 2080. Of course, as Claybro is getting ready to get his stream back going for the afternoon, the share price falls. That is so weird. Like that one day that as soon as Claybro's stream ended, AMC ran up like 20 or 30 cents in like the next 15 to 20 minutes. But yeah, we are below the 2080 mark. Market got you bleeding. Yeah, it's oh. All I know is after MOAS, I'm going to the Meldridge Family Resort for like 6 months hiding from the world. Oh, you're all bled out? Oh, that was Indoor Smile, all bled out. Yeah, this is just, if you look back, you go back to the week before Thanksgiving, with the exception of a couple little pushes here and there, it has been, we're looking at 2.5 months of bleeding right now. And we're just waiting for the market to hit that low and bounce back off of it. It almost looks like, I don't want to throw around the term correction too much, but it's almost like just a really, really, really boring, drawn-out correction. Now, granted, that being drawn out, it gives more chances for you to make money on the way down. Because during a crash or a correction, you've got to be quick about getting in and out of positions. Without this is being dragged out, you just kind of pick yourself up some puts a couple weeks out and wait for your share prices to keep falling through it. AMC getting shorted on top of it. Yeah, maybe a little bit, but we haven't seen, we are seeing downward pressure, and there's definitely shorting going on in there, but some of it could just be regular downward price action just with the market. I guarantee you, if the shorters see the market in general going down, yeah, they're gonna step it up a bit to, make the problem just worse. What's the new clay line? Well, there is no new clay line. This is just the clay line is just based off of. Do we have to go to the 4-hour chart? It's based off the two lows. The low we had here and the low we had here. That's just the lowest it's been since. Whenever I should have zoomed out and... Oh, there we go. The clay line had not been hit since May 27th. So yeah, that's the clay line there. Oh really? You're gonna make me... Okay, there we go. So yeah, just kind of needed to see if we're going to stair step down from here, or if we're going to catch some support and move back up through it. Ooh. Uranium. Oh. Whole lot of volatility early on. Not really too bad though. Downward push. Don't like to see downward pushes, but oh yeah, post MOAS. This I'm looking for this channel to be a permanent fixture. Even after the MOAS, there'll still be stuff going in the market. Still be people looking for information. There'll be future short squeezes going on. Whoa, where did my... What? Oh, there we go. Don't know what I clicked on there, but my browser didn't like it. Now, I know Adam Aaron recently did a tweet. Oh, yes, we can collab once I get my channel up. Thank you very much. I'm very much degenerate compared to majority of ape YouTube. Yeah, I'm also debating in the future doing live streaming video games also. If I can find a video game that I'm decent at enough to where people might be interested in watching me. I think that'd be kind of fun. So I'm gonna grow the channel to being more than just a stock market channel. You know, maybe just do the video game stuff on the weekends. Because on the weekends, all that's open is crypto and. Oh, hey Doge. Doge waking up a bit. Huge spike. Whatever happened there? That was interesting. Okay, back to AMC. Back to AMC attempting to recapture 2080. Maybe I'll do like a... no. Not going to go there with that. As long as I make money, I don't care where we go. Oh, Indoor, did you just get out of a Doge position, or were you waiting on a trigger to buy? Because I was sitting back with Doge waiting the longest time for it to dip below 14 to grow my position. And it ran down, punched through 14, and I got in at 14.5. I did a little bit of Skyrim, never played Darkest Dungeon. XCOM 2 was cool, except for the fact I didn't like that it kept trying to push me to advanced in the game. Exited at 14, ouch. Yeah, that's... And I'm assuming you exited down rather than locking in profits. Oh, there's a nice little candle coming in for AMC. Love Horizon. Oh, is Horizon a game? Oh, is that Horizon Zero Dawn? I've heard of that. I haven't. I thought it was going to 8. Yeah, that's. Yeah. That's part of where potentially having a step out. If you know. If you're planning on getting out, kind of have it set to where you go and exit percentage of your position at a time. That way, just in case you get a reversion, you're able to lock in some, but you're not totally out of the position in case it turns around on you. Yeah, I never played Horizon Zero Dawn. I know I've seen it advertised a few places. Like I've seen it on the shelves at like Target, Walmart, something like that. Graphics look cool and everything, just not sure. Zero Dawn, then they're coming out. So is Forbidden West, is that going to be an expansion? Oh, the Battle of 2080. Oh, it's a sequel. Okay, so it's gonna be a complete new game. I'm waiting for. I think it was they're going to be redoing Knights of the Old Republic. Kind of excited for that. If they go through and like they had Diablo 2 Resurrected. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more out of that. Granted, Diablo 2 is phenomenal. Love that game, and they did fix several issues I had with it when it originally came out. But I think they could have done just a little bit more with washing over the graphics. Yeah, yeah, I might give Zero Dawn, might give it a look sometime. I'd love to get it. I, I'd love when something like that comes up, like on a mega sale on like PlayStation Network, like PlayStation Plus. Like not too long ago, I got for free the DC Villains Legos game. I like the Legos ones; those are fun. Those are good games that take a little bit of thinking, but you don't get overly serious with. Did I miss anything in the chat? Yeah, certainly for people hanging out in the chat, this is I think this is the best day the channel's ever had. Just for how many viewers we've had in here and participation and stock market channel. We started talking about soccer and Formula One trading cards and the state of Florida. We just went all over with it. And, a channel, it's a stock market channel, it's an options channel, but we don't have to be, talking about it, nonstop the entire time. Discord in the new future. Nope, I do very, very, very little on Discord. I think the only thing that would make me get, are you referring to setting up my own Discord or joining someone else's? Because I've only ever been on Discord like back in days when I played World of Warcraft. I would get on the guild Discord. Yes, Grains, you were a contributor to the chat. Jeremy, do it. Great to binge watch on YouTube. Yeah, you've mentioned that. Heard that one before. Yep. That's that guy who pretended to be a cop or whatnot. Wrestler, if I remember correct. I think you've mentioned him before. And we talked about vending machines, yeah. Yep, definitely talked about vending machines. Talked about Bicyclist and yeah. Outdoor Smile is my guy. Green's got a lot of guys. Like, is Trapper still in here? I know Trapper was listening in the background. Trapper, I think, Trapper's like one of the first people who ever came in on the live stream, like from day one, I think. PoliceTube keeps releasing more content, so entertaining. Yeah. What's my favorite vending machine? Oh my god. Favorite vending machine. Favorite vending machine. God, I'm not a real fan of vending machines anymore. My favorite vending machine is the one that doesn't take your dollar. You know, it doesn't steal it. That yeah, one that works exactly. Wrestler, yeah, wrestler, not wrestler. It's kind of like Bond, James Bond, wrestler, not wrestler. Snacks, then ice cream. They have. Wow, I didn't know they had machines for that. Yeah, marinara machines. Yeah, that's yeah, because sometimes you got breadsticks and you just need a little bit of marinara with them, or you get the marinara and you get the munchies and you need breadsticks. Bitcoin machines. Let's see. Like vending machines that sell travel size things like Tylenol, toothpaste. Oh, okay, yeah. We're gonna help this channel with diamond hands. Hey, so yeah, if you know, if y'all know people who might be interested, share the channel. If you want to get the word out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, any other platforms out there, share the channel. Now, all the information provided on this channel is free. This is a non-monetized channel. But if anyone did want to support the channel, on my Twitter, I do have tipping set up on there. It is tipping through Cash App. So either through there, or if you just wanted Frank CFV at Cash App. If anyone wanted to support the channel, but everything I do on here is free of charge. There's no joining, no membership fee, no nothing like that. But as I said, it's a non-monetized channel right now. Hopefully in the future we'll hit the requirements that YouTube needs for you to get monetized. Frank, meet up in the future. There's always a possible, if we get the Claybro trailer park going or whatnot, or everybody meet up in Vegas. There are all different plans for communities to get together and post MOAS, and I would definitely be a fan of getting together and meeting some people, meeting the community. Yeah, so definitely someday in the future when we're all laughing at the hedge funds more so than we already are. Yeah, Bro Trailer Park, yeah. The Broler Park. Just got to replace words with bro. Like bro Montans. We all got bro Montans. Post OS, joint live with grains in the future. Yeah, that's a possibility. I would definitely have to learn how to use the programs a lot better. I wonder where Clay's at today. No news from Claybro yet. Is he doing an afternoon stream today? Does anyone know if he's going to be on this afternoon? Ask Sam and Clay, wrestler, Ohio, Texas, and Idaho. Idaho, wow. Oh, bro course for golfing. But does anyone know if Clay's doing a afternoon live stream? Yeah, because he hasn't even opened the chat up, and we're right about 15 minutes away from Power Hour starting. Good taters in Idaho. I thought Idaho, that's what they're known for, is Idaho potatoes. There you go. AMC is starting to run up just a bit. Well, not run up, but starting to catch a little bit of buying pressure stepping in. What I like seeing here is even though the share price was falling down, if you look, we never actually dipped below. Got very, very close. There never was a crossover, and now we're diverging again. So that could be a good sign towards us moving back upwards. Grow strawberries around these parts. Oh, there we go. Oh, Paul beat me. I got distracted. But Paul beat me into Claybro's live stream. Because I'm still live and was... Whoa. Okay, Clay is doing a hot launch. He just took off, and I'm gonna go ahead and bounce over there. Thank you for everyone for coming by, and I'll see you over on Clay's channel. Like, subscribe, share on social media, and I will see y'all there. But thank you for stopping by the stream. So who do we got? Outdoor wrestler Paul, Julia, Elizabeth C, wrestler DD214, Grains 1111, Mr. Simon, AMC Trapper, Ugandan Toad, Paul, and Indoor Smile. If I missed your name, I'm sorry I missed your name, but we will catch you next time, and thank you for stopping by.